So this is what people say all the time, isn't it? Bisexual people can't be monogamous. We hear it everywhere. Today, I'm going to prove unequivocally that bisexual people can absolutely be monogamous. And if you're struggling with bisexuality or monogamy, I'm going to give you some tips at the end. I am Mark, your friendly everyday bisexual, and this is Not Defining, the place where we delve into those difficult questions and help you to find your best self, however you define. So the first piece of evidence is shock, horror. Most bisexual people are monogamous. This is something that people don't know. The facts don't lie. The vast majority of bisexual and multisexual people are in monogamous relationships. So where this idea has come from that we're all promiscuous and we're all cheating on our partners and we can't hold a relationship down is ridiculous. So it's kind of just as simple as that. Most of us are in happy, satisfying, long-term monogamous relationships. The second piece of evidence is, and by the way, I've got links to the evidence below if you want, more straight people cheat on their partners than bi people. That's right. So if you have a straight person talking about, oh, bisexual people cheat on their partners or they're not trustworthy, you can just tell them, okay, well, in the real world, the facts don't lie. Straight people are more likely to cheat. So if you're on a date and you're saying, oh, I don't want to date a bisexual person because they might cheat on me, what you should really be doing is saying, well, I don't want to date a straight person because they might cheat on me. Right? Now, how unfair would that be to all of the wonderful straight people who are faithful? Yeah? It's more unfair to us, so don't do it. Okay? The third piece of evidence, and this is my favorite one, is not only are most of us monogamous, not only do straight people cheat on their partners more, but it has been found that bi people make better partners than straight people. That's right. There was a study done. It was done in Australia. It's quite famous. I'll post it below. That literally said that people with bisexual partners rated them higher on almost every indicator than straight people. Better lovers, better partners, better parents. So this stereotype, this trope is completely bonkers. Okay? We are the most faithful. We are the best partners. We are the most loving. And yet there's this lie that we somehow are incapable of monogamy. It's complete and utter nonsense. The fourth piece of evidence is that polyamory and bisexuality are different. And polyamory is something that all sexualities engage in. So straight people, gay people, bi people, asexual people, all different kinds of people can be polyamorous. There is no connection with bisexuality and polyamory. Okay? Polyamory is about the way that you connect with other people and the relationships that you form. It's a form of what bonds you actually have and want to have. Bisexuality is a sexuality. It's about your capacity for attraction. Okay, so the two don't go together. And you'll find many straight people, many gay people, and many bi people who are polyamorous. But like I said, most bi people are, just like most people, are monogamous. By the way, if you are interested in bisexuality or polyamory or anything in between and would like to chat with me and other people who really get this stuff, then come join our Patreon. The link is below, or you can click the join button at the side of this video. We would love to engage with you. Next thing I want to say is, look, monogamy isn't the be all and end all, right? There's this idea that, oh, bisexual people can't be monogamous and that's bad. Well, if somebody doesn't want to be monogamous or doesn't feel they can be monogamous, that's not a bad thing. Let's look at this for a minute. Monogamy isn't really natural. okay? Religious, conservative institutions like to say, oh, well, we should all be natural, and, you know, all these alternative identities are not natural. Where in nature do you find monogamy? Where in nature do you find marriage? Right? Most animals are not monogamous. Okay? So human beings, we're not supposed to be monogamous. So if you don't feel you can be monogamous, that's actually quite natural. Okay? But we force ourselves into these monogamous relationships because society has told us that that's the only option. It ain't. It really isn't the only option. Okay? So I feel we shouldn't be kind of arguing like, oh, but we can be monogamous and therefore we're valid. No. Some bisexual people can be monogamous and we're very good at it. Some won't. That's fine. Either is fine. Whether you're straight, gay, bi, whatever, it's fine. So let's not have a big argument about who can be monogamous. Some people can't, and that's okay. The next thing I want to say just about bisexuality is that we have this kind of idea that in order to be valid as bisexual people, in order to be respected and included in society, that we need to prove that we can be monogamous. Okay? And I think a lot of the legislation that has come in around equal marriage and the kind of growth of the pride movement and so forth has been amazing, but it also means that queer people are kind of being put into heteronormative categories. And so it's like, okay, well, you can be with a man or a woman with a woman, but you have to be monogamous. You have to get married and you have to follow all of the other structures that society has kind of set out for us. No. That's not what being queer is about. Okay? Being queer is about saying, I decide. I decide how to love. I decide who to love. I decide what relationships to have. I decide how I'm going to express myself. Yeah? And so really this whole thing about monogamy can be a little bit toxic. It's like, oh, well, if you're monogamous, then you're a better bisexual and you deserve acceptance more. No. Okay? So whether you are monogamous or you're not, you are still so valid and it really, really doesn't matter. Okay? And the final thing that I will say, if anybody is struggling with this, go back to the start. Okay? Get a clean slate. A piece of paper and write down, what would my perfect relationship be? Okay? For those of us who feel there's something that's not quite right with our monogamous relationship, go back to the start. Okay? Think about what would bring me pleasure. What would I like? What kind of life would I like to lead? What would be my perfect partner? And try and do that without the structures and the restrictions that you feel society allows you to have. Okay? So it might be that you want to get with a couple. It might be that you want kind of friends with benefits. It might be that you would like a monogamous partner, but you would also like some other arrangement. Yeah, maybe an open relationship, something like that. Right? It might be that you want to be single and you feel all this pressure to have a partner and actually you don't want a partner. Validate that. Write down, without restrictions, the life and the relationship that you would like, and also understand that that can change. So that is what you would like now. Get used to listening into your body, listening into yourself, and being authentic with what you would like, you, nobody else, and then pursue that and don't accept anything else. That is the way to know that you are in the right situation, the right identity, and the right relationship. If you would like some help on how to do that, then as I say, click join or come and join our Patreon. But also, I've got this video which you can check out, which will kind of take you through the steps to work that out. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope that you will share this video with someone else who might benefit from it. I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.